Oh, so you can't see people either, right?
No, but I'll be able to see the comments.
Oh, the comments will be right there. But how are they going to type if they're on a bike?
Great question. Phone? Wow. What year is this?
I don't know. What hurry zone are you going to have people in?
Tell you as we go along.
Huh?
Tell you as we go along.
How do you know if people are watching?
There's a little eyeball right
Oh.
there. Jeez.
10? Is that what it says?
12.
I can't really see that far. It's so... What? Can we make that bigger?
Why?
Okay. Are you going to give people time to come in? Or?
Yep. We're going to start at 6:15.
I wonder if it'll... Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Oh, that's better.
What I'm talking about. All right.
Oh, I can watch the birds from here. Oh, this is great.
Hi, Tammy. Thanks for joining. Hi, David. Welcome. This is my wife, Haley. I'm using her as a spin cycle prop. So it looks like I have a whole team here.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is how we spend every hour of every day.
Perfect.
And I'm just going to spin here for a little while, and hopefully we have enough people here logged in at 6:15. Yeah, it's Stephen Hyde over here. Little does everybody know that the real talent is right there.
I'm like watching the birds.
James says hi, Haley.
Hi.
Hi, Shauna. Where's everybody tuning in from? All right. I figured most of you would be from T-Town.
Where's that?
Trexlertown, Pennsylvania. That's where the velodrome is.
Oh.
Yeah, the Valley Preferred Velodrome. Fact, I have never ridden in the velodrome. However, I have ridden around in the grass around the velodrome 4 times.
Sounds great.
Yeah. That was my first UCI podium. Was at Nittany Lion Cross. RIP. So everybody just warm up for a little bit. We're going to start the workout at 6:15, and I'll start going over what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. This is going to be a little bit of a departure from probably what you're used to doing. I'll ask everyone to turn off any music or videos that they're watching except for this video. Keep watching this one. You're also likely to see our cats running around. And we also have some potatoes in the oven.
Squirrel is back.
From where Haley's sitting, we have a really good view of our bird feeders. And we have this really pesky squirrel that's been coming around. And he's been nuking our bird feed. And probably if this was like normal life, we wouldn't really care that much. But since we got the quarantine crazies, we have
nothing else to live for.
We have a bit of a vendetta going against this squirrel. As far as I know, it's one squirrel, and then every other squirrel that I see is that squirrel. So I'm mad at it, which happens to be every squirrel.
Bring back.
But we have a little, I'm going to give it one more minute here, and then I'll actually start the timer on the workout. We have our cat perch in the window, too, and he's pretty useless, but he's watching. There's a little chirp every now and then. Okay, is everybody ready to get started? We're going to start with a 10-minute warm-up, so if people come in, we can kind of catch them up. Okay. My workout, I have it timed out to 1 hour and 3 minutes, so 63 minutes. Feel free to bail out at any point. You're open to it. This is not going to be the hardest workout you've ever done physically. It's going to require some focus. So I'm going to start my timer. Okay, so I want everyone to warm up here for about 10 minutes. So in your warm up kind of recovery zone, this is pretty easy. We're going to do this workout off of RPE, or rate of perceived effort. Feel free to do this by power, your power zones. Feel free to do this by heart rate, but to make it more inclusive and for the purpose of getting to know our bodies and our minds a little bit better, we're going to do this off of RPE. So right now we're doing what's called Zone 1, recovery, easy, warm up. What you do to the coffee shop. How hard you ride when you roll out of your driveway, first 5 minutes of your ride. I'd like to push this out to about 10, 15, 20 minutes when I do my warm-ups for my normal outdoor rides. Sometimes it's an actual challenge to stay in this easy zone. How many of us get out and start hammering right away? But that can certainly play a toll on our bodies and not really set us up for an optimal workout. So, it's like somebody else is joining. So anyways, I want to welcome everyone here. I'm glad you could join me. This workout is going to run just over 60 minutes, 63 minutes. I ask that you turn off music screens. This is a practice in focus and energy management, so I don't want you to be distracted. Although you will be. You probably have kids running around or people running around or phones going off or whatever. But minimize those distractions. If you've done any mindfulness practice before, you know what I'm getting at here. If you've ever meditated before, want to minimize distractions so we can kind of tune into our bodies. I'm going to guide you through this workout. We're going to discover the relationship between our breath and our effort. These ramps and efforts shouldn't be too hard. At a maximum, we'll be hitting aerobic threshold or just below for a maximum of about 3 minutes. That's about as hard as you can go for an hour, if you know that feeling. Everybody on the track, you know that feeling. Following that, we're going to do a period of endurance for recovery instead of going back down to this easy, super easy, low recovery zone. This is both going to force us to really focus and try to kind of tune into how much energy we're really exerting. It's also going to eat up lactate that we produce by doing that threshold, which again shouldn't be too much. You should all be able to be doing, most people can do 3 minutes at that lactate threshold pretty easily. But it's going to be enough to get you going. So again, we're going to use breath to regain our composure and to begin this out. In a minute, I'll go over that. I don't want you to cheat and go harder. I think you'll find that you'll get more out of this workout than you anticipate. And through this kind of practice, you'll build a skill that lasts a lot longer than your acute fitness. You know, a lot of us want to get distracted by going really hard. If you're in endurance sports, you're good at going hard. You're good at digging, whether you kind of know it or not. This is your jam. Digging deep for 3 minutes, digging deep for 5 minutes, digging deep for a race, hanging onto a wheel. All of that is turning the brain off and going with the feel of things. So I really want you to pay attention and use that anaerobic threshold as a limiter here. This is the kind of work that gets us closer to our flow state, where we find the edge of our physical ability while maintaining a level of control with minimal mental energy burned. Some of us know, almost all of us know what that flow state is. It's probably what really draws us to sports like this, to doing endurance sports and doing hard efforts, where we get in that groove where everything just kind of clicks. It's like you're one with the bike. Everything just goes right. Time slows down. You can observe and make corrections with what seems like minutes. In reality, it's fractions of a second. This is where all that practice comes in and pays off. So right now, while we're in our recovery zone, I want everyone to take 10 deep belly breaths while you pedal. And I want you to engage your core as you do it. And I really want you to push in through your diaphragm, through your stomach, and feel that pelvis stabilize. Feel your hips stabilize, and your core throughout your back, through your glutes. Feel that stabilize. Big deep breath. Two more. So breathing is going to be the core focus of this exercise. Like meditation, like mindfulness meditation, when we go back to our breath, it's the most simple form of self-discovery. It's the place that we meet our body at its most basic level. We all breathe consciously and subconsciously. So throughout this work, I want you to be silent, and I want you to feel the intensity build as we go through this. And I want you to feel how your reaction to that intensity changes. Where your mind goes, if your mind starts to stray, if you find yourself distracted, if you find the power drop or your heart rate drop, if you find that effort just trailing off, focus back on your breath. Come back to that center. If you want to take a deep breath and take that break up the cycle of automatic breathing. Regain a little bit of control of that. We have about 2 minutes before we start the first ramp. Take some deep breaths here. Listen to your breath coming in. And listen to your breath exhale. Breathing can be automatic. And often we focus on the inhale. Yet the exhale is the most important part. So as you breathe in, I really want you to brace your core. And then I want you to push out. And throughout the workout, as you get a little bit distracted by the effort that's building in your legs, you have about 55 seconds. I want you to regain that composure by getting back to your breath. So this is going to be a 5-step threshold effort. 3-minute blocks. So we're going to build in 3-minute blocks of intensity. We're going to go to endurance first. That should be the rate that you really start to sweat. You should be able to still talk conversationally. Don't go too hard. You don't need to push through this. 15 seconds. I want this to be a really gradual build. This isn't about physical fitness. This is about mental fitness. And we're going to go ahead and start. So remember, you should be able to talk through this. I don't want you to talk. I want you to really focus on your breath. Hold back a little bit on the legs. You should still be able to take very controlled, deep breaths through this. And it's 3 minutes. Well, 2.5 now. Remember, any of us can dig through 3 minutes worth of work. Find that center. Feel your legs. Feel what they're doing. Don't let them just fall mindlessly. Be in control of them. Be in control of how hard they go. You don't have to make it hard. Let them do their work. As we go through this process, we can take a minute and make it feel like half a minute. We can take 5 minutes and make it feel like 2 minutes. Brace that core and breathe tight into it. Let that core really push that air back out. Get as much of that carbon buildup out as we can. About 50 seconds till the next ramp. About 15 seconds. It's going to be that zone 3 through 5. It's a spectrum. We're pedal harder. Go ahead and go. 3 minutes. It's going to be harder to speak at this point. This is that zone around high endurance and tempo. Or if you've been in a good training block, this is the zone where you can really put some good work in. It's hard. You do it incrementally. You really start to build up. It's going to bring a lot of fitness out for short blocks. And for racers doing a long races, stage races, etc., you're going to spend a lot of time in a zone. Come back to your breath. If you've got power, watch it. Don't let it spike too much. Keep your lower body nice and limber. Check it with your neck. It's stiff, give it a little stretch. If you have a hard time focusing here, back off just a little bit and recenter on your breath, just like meditation work. It's okay. You're going to get frustrated and you can get distracted. If you got stuff going on around you, you can't quite focus, that's okay. Just come back. Whenever you can, come back to it. Be patient. Should definitely be sweating now. 1 minute. Feel the feedback that you're getting. Your legs, your feet, your butt, your back, your lungs. Are they burning? Does it feel hard? Do you still have 2 steps left in you? If you don't think so, back it down. We're not there yet. We're only going up to aerobic threshold. Again, that's about the rate that we should be able to, in theory, ride 20. All right, step it up one more time. This should be well into your tempo zone. This is hard. But you should be able to feel like you could do this for an hour. Hopefully your eyes are closed and you're not looking at Haley giving me all the looks. I can see you, it's a camera.
I know. Someone's got to do it. You can't see anyone else.
You can get up out of the saddle if you need to. Give your butt a break. Give yourself some movement. See what it feels like to breathe when you're out of here. This is like going up a climb. It's hard. You run out of gear on. Check back when you're with your breath. Check in with your body. Don't let that overwhelming feeling of buildup take over. Control it. Let yourself know that you can do it. A minute and a half left in this. You're in control. So let yourself be the one that does the power. Don't let the trainer do it for you. Don't let the hill do it for you. Really check in with how you feel. Less than a minute till the next ramp, our final ramp. This is going to be the check to see if you're going too hard. After this next ramp, we're going to go back into endurance. I want you to go low endurance, low to mid endurance. Again, that's at first you shouldn't be able to talk that much. You're going to want to go a little bit lower, but stick there and pedal until you can get back to a conversational pace. This is going to help move and shuttle that lactate that builds up that we're producing by doing a high effort. 3 seconds. Okay. 3 minutes here. This is your threshold. Again, I don't want you to go too hard. I want you to let it build up over 3 minutes. Watch your heart rate. Leave the super sprints for later. Leave the pursuit for later. Check in with your body. You want to puke? You feel terrible? Back down. It's okay. Breathe. Should be really hard to control your breath here. That's okay. But regain what you can. Focus on your legs. One pedal stroke at a time. Don't look at your computer. Get back. Back to your breath. Keep checking in. This rate should be damn near impossible to breathe through your nose. Relax that lower body. Relax your upper body. Pedal from the hips. Doing great. We're under a minute left. And remember, we're going to drop back down to the endurance. That's zone 2. If you need to drop down all the way to recovery, by all means, for the sake of the workout, if you can do it, go back to endurance. You'll know when you get there. Under 30 seconds. Breathe. Under 10 seconds. Okay. 3 seconds. Okay, great. Amazing. Big deep breath. Keep that composure. Feel that core. Feel your back. Feel your hips stabilize. If you have power, keep it in that zone 2, the middle of that zone 2. You're going to continue to sweat for a little bit, but it'll come down. That rate will come down. Heart rate will drop gradually. Heart rate's not going to drop right away. If you went to recovery, sure. But we're not there. We're in endurance. Take some water. We have 4 minutes left of this. Was that hard? How did that feel to you? I want you to get in touch with that feeling. Did you panic from the pressure rising, from the buildup? What did your mind do? Did your upper body tense up? What kind of reaction did you have to it? Were you prepared for it? Were you not prepared for it? Ask yourself that. Did it produce gas? Did you burp? Haley did. Comic relief. I don't even think any of you are here for me. I think you were all just here to watch Haley make fun of me. All right, get back to your breath. Take that deep in-breath. Listen to that. Feel it. You should be able to take in-breaths through your nose now. This kind of practice is so much more important than you realize. This is the opportunity that you have to check in and gain control over how you're pedaling and how you relate to the effort. Think about all those times you've been out of your comfort zone. On the track, on the road, off-road. Even when it comes to things like handling, when you're on a mountain bike. Think about that flow state where you get in and you start that effort, excited about the effort, knowing that you can control the effort. The effort doesn't control you. When your heart rate comes up, you know how to react to it. You know how to react to that welling up, that anxiety of getting it right. Because there are no perfect numbers. There's ideal numbers, there's ideal power, but none of it's perfect. It's a moving target. Some days you're going to be able to do your most ideal workout. Some days you won't. You need to be able to recognize that. It's more important than anything. Anybody can do the work. It's who can do it correctly and who can find the appropriate level to do it at. There's just about a minute left in this. Then we're going to go into a 4 by 3 minute threshold. So we're going to go back to that zone 5, that rate of exertion where we can't really talk, definitely cannot breathe through our nose. 45 seconds. It's hard, but we can do it for 20 minutes. You're gonna sweat. This is a sweaty zone. This is where we get all our money's worth out of the towel. 30 seconds. And this is probably where Haley's gonna leave. 15 seconds. Don't let her. If anybody sees her get off the bike,
Oh, no.
not a chance, Haley. 5 seconds. 6 to 8 on the RPE. Go. Don't push too hard. Really let it build. Over the next 30 seconds, this is really going to build into your legs. 10 seconds of it is cake. 15 seconds, you start to think about what you're doing. Breathe. 20 seconds, starts to set in. And 30 seconds, you start to regret you ever tried. Steady. Relax your body. Pedal from your hips. Think about nice, smooth pedal stroke. Lift at the knees. Let those hips open up. Remember, we're going to go to endurance right after this for 3 minutes. So don't go so hard that you can't drop back down to endurance and do that. Find your breath. Where is it building up in your body? What part of your legs? Your glutes? Your calves? Your quads? Are you still bracing? Keep bracing. Breathe into your diaphragm. Let your core push that oxygen back up into the lungs. Minute left. It's okay if you start to lose composure. This is hard, but you can do hard. You do hard all the time. This is endurance sports. We endure work like this. We endure the pain, the building, the heat. This is what makes you who you are. It's what makes you great. "11 seconds. We'll go back to zone 2 power heart rate. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Focus on your breath. Come back. Come back to your body. I know it's a relief, but connect right now. Don't think, oh God, I'm glad it's over. I never want to do that again. Focus on recovering to get back to the next one. If all goes right, the next 2 should be easier than the first. If it helps, put your hand on your diaphragm, your stomach, and breathe into it. Tighten your core and breathe against the pressure of it. When you do a nice, strong in-breath into your core and you brace against it, you should feel it wrap around your hips. You should feel it extend in through your lower back. Your lungs are muscles. Your lungs are a muscle. They get stronger. Your diaphragm is a muscle. It's the most important muscle in the human body. It's the only one we can't 100% control. It's the one thing that we can't do without. It's what keeps us upright. It's what gives us stability to lift things off the ground and to bend over and to speak. It's what sets us apart from everything else. It's our superpower. Don't be afraid to be a loud breather. Let it out. Heavy breathing. Go on. Feel the power in your breath. And don't be afraid to look chubby and pushing that gut out. It's all right. 15 seconds. Center. 5, 3, 2, 1. Back to threshold. Remember, threshold is mostly done in 10-minute or longer efforts. So think about that in terms of feeling. If you can't do this for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, going too hard. If you've never experienced threshold, this is new for you. And this is a way to check in to see where your perceived limits are. What does it feel like to you? Does it feel like you want to get off and stop? Probably does. This is where training separates you. This is the hard work. Pushing through is the hard work. Maximizing the effect of the effort is the hard work. Get back to that effort. Feel it in your diaphragm, in your chest. Your snot rockets. I know you're all blowing snot rockets all over your cats. It's all right. If mine was close, I would. Oh, yeah. Shoot one on Haley. This will definitely leave me. Just about to a minute left. The building, it's feeling too much. Center in your breath. Come back. Relax. Feel all that tension in your shoulders, in your hips. Relax it. Maximize your energy going into the pedals. Don't waste it all on being tense up top. Flap your arms like a chicken. Just about 30 seconds. "15 seconds, we're going to drop down to endurance for another 3-minute block. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. Relax. Loosen up. Come back to your breath. Get the snot out. Apologize to all your furniture that you're sweating on. Hope you have some towels set aside for this. I want you to know why I did this. Why I did this workout like this. I've been a professional for quite a few years now. And I don't know how many times I've struggled getting on the bike in about 2 minutes. It's not because I can't physically do it. Not because there's barriers. I have everything built in to do it. Because people get into negative thought cycles, or just thought cycles, that they can't break free from. You get in this limbic response, this limbic lockdown from all sorts of outside pressures, things that take our attention, stressors like family or an outer space virus that locks down our entire country and the world. You lose your job. It's a lot of things on people's minds. Meditation, specifically mindfulness meditation, has helped me discover and explore ways to get through to myself when I need to get there. In about 45 seconds. By centering and focusing on my breath, I've acquired a tool that helps me both relate to other people, to my situation, to my surroundings, and it allows me to break that negative thought cycle and get to a point where I'm prepared to push through those difficult things, whether it's getting on the bike for 3 hours or 5 hours or 10 minutes, doing an extra workout, seeing people when I'm super tired. We have about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. 3 minutes. This is where we focus. Get to your breath. Feel that build up. Remember the last 2 cycles. What did that feel like? Did you feel like you were going to blow up? Don't do that again. Hold your own here. Brace your core. Breathe into it. Let that exhale be hard. Let us hear it. Sweat on your cat. Or dog. I'm sure all your dogs hate the moving legs right now and the noise. Remember, these are 3-minute efforts. It's a 60-minute workout. You can do this. You lived your whole life. Your ups and downs, workouts, hard ones, failures. Let this be one thing that you get right today and that you have control over. And that you can walk away from with a positive outcome. Feel good about yourself. Feel good that you overcame the stress of doing this workout. That's what mindfulness is. Accepting that things are hard. And knowing when it's appropriate to push through them. And when it's not. When you work out, when you do aerobic activity, your brain gets supercharged with oxygen to a point until it starts getting oxygen pulled from it. So utilize that time that you're in your aerobic zone and you're maximizing that oxygen efficiency. Think clear, make decisions in 45 seconds. Practice. But when you don't have the oxygen, when you have to make decisions between falling down or not, making a group or not, making a split happen, knowing the timing, making it through bars, making that next spot, in that last lap. Absolutely max. 5 seconds. Okay, come on down. Endurance. 3 minutes of endurance. 1 more threshold effort, followed by 5 minutes of endurance. We'll settle into that. So for those of you with the numbers, I'm doing about 240 watts. I haven't ridden in a week. My heart rate is kind of high. I'm at 171 right now. It's coming down.
Oh, what was the same? Never happens.
I'm sure you all know the feeling. Get back to your breath. Control your limbic response. Control that parasympathetic nervous system that overtakes and controls your fight flight. That lizard brain, our most primitive part of our brain that tells us to stop, run, fight, hide. You might want to fight the effort and not want to do it, tense up. You might want to hide from the effort and not do it at all and give this opportunity for yourself to walk away now. But I want you to control that. I want you to get back to your breath when you feel that. I don't want to do this again. Get back to your breath. We have about a minute. To show you all now, I've taken a pretty extended off season, and I haven't ridden in quite a while. And my butt is on fire. This doesn't feel good for me. But that's okay. I'm doing it. I'm doing it with you guys. I'm making Haley do it, and that's what's important. I can smell the sweet potatoes. About 30 seconds. We're into our last effort, our last threshold effort. I want you to get to a real calm state right now. Relax your lower body. Spin your legs. Keep your cadence up. About 15 seconds. And I don't want you to bog down on this in cadence. I want you to keep this nice and snappy. For those looking, maybe over a 95. 2 seconds. Go. 3 more minutes. Build into the snap of it. Relax your lower body. Relax your upper body. Long noodle arms. Nubbin didn't like it.
You were a big cat.
Breathe deep. Control it. Don't let it get away from you. Your breath is yours. Control it. Don't let it control you. Focus on the effort at hand. Breathe into that gut. Tighten it. Feel it pressurize your psoas and inside of your hips and lower body. It'll straighten out your back. It'll straighten up your posture. It'll relax your legs. 1.5 left. Just stay in the saddle. I want you to think to yourself, hey, I actually like this. This actually feels really good. And I feel good for doing it. This is important for me today. It's important that I know how to do it for tomorrow. And every time that I'm challenged with not wanting to do it, or not thinking I can, you can. "30 seconds. Breathe. Relax. "10 seconds. Come on. Smooth. Calm. 3. Drop into endurance. Great. Amazing. Oh my God. How did that feel? That last one was always a bit of a doozy. But check in with yourself now. Give yourself a good scan of the body. Start at your head. Come down through your shoulders. How's your face feel? Is it relaxed? Is it numb? Is it covered in snot? How does it feel? How's your neck feel? Come down through your shoulders. Remember, we're in endurance here. Should still feel kind of hard, but we're going to settle into it. Whatever muscles you were just working are still working. You haven't turned them off. But we're getting oxygen back. And we're like a little Pac-Man gobbling up all that lactate. Dum, 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 dum. All right, enough of that. How's your chest feel? Your shoulders and your arms. Scan down through. You feel like you're just burning, you're hot, you're panting. Can you feel your heartbeat through your arms and your chest and your face? It's okay, come back to your breath. Scan down through. How's your back, your stomach? Work your way down. Breathe in and check in with your psoas and your diaphragm, your abdominals, your hips, your glutes. Mine are smoky, burnout style right now. I feel like there's actual smoke coming off of them. How do your quads feel? Feeling from the inside out. How do the muscles feel? Can you feel the blood flowing through them? Go to your knees. Does it feel effortless? Do you feel tension in the knees? Feel them going sideways, up and down, twisting? Should feel like nice, smooth pistons. Keep that lower body relaxed. This is lower to mid endurance. Don't kill yourself here. How do your calves feel? Tight? Engaged? Straight? Feel like you're pushing down your feet? You feel like you have some movement in your ankles? How do your feet feel? Hot? Swollen? Sweaty? There's like sweat pouring out of them. Do you feel them? Do you feel the arch dropping down into the shoe? Do you feel the heel rubbing? Do you feel like your toes are spread out? Do you feel like they're cramped? How does that feel? Do you feel even from side to side? Keep the endurance up. Keep the cadence up too. Let's keep these legs nice and sharp. For just another minute and a half of this, and then we're going to cool down. We're going to have a 10-minute cool down. You're welcome to join me for all of it. I can answer questions. I can just sit here and crack more jokes. Haley's not allowed to leave. We might bring the cat.
Definitely going to bring the cat.
We might start just eating dinner. You're all invited. We might start drinking wine.
Yeah. I don't know about after this.
Still, just under a minute left of endurance. Really breathe deep. Get everything out of this. Leave this workout straight, strong, and in control. And prepared for the next one. 30 seconds. Close your eyes if you want. Really check in with yourself. Be free to move. Engage. Hear your breath in. Hear it out. Visualize it. Three seconds and we're done. That's it. 10-minute cool down. This is your zone one. Cool down. Legs spin freely. No pressure. Let your cadence be your guide on this. You want to be able to have a nice, comfortably high cadence without having to exert too much force. Your heart rate's going to continue to drop, but it's not imperative to have it drop right now. Just let it go. It'll settle. You have 10 minutes to settle. Check in with your body again and see how things are going. Test yourself to see how much recovery you actually need. And if you want to take a couple of minutes here to close your eyes, be introspective. This is a time to close out your workout. If you've ever done yoga or meditations, taking classes, this is often the time that you allow yourself to fully relax and absorb the work that you just did. And be thankful for the ability to do it, for the will to do it, the circumstance to be able to do it. This is an opportunity to connect with more than just yourself and your body, but an opportunity to connect with everyone worldwide. Think about your interconnectivity to the world. You might be trapped at home and just like everyone else is, but you still have your sport. You still have everyone here doing it with you. You have your families, wherever they are. You have your home. You have the people that built the home. You have the people that deliver your packages to you and stock the grocery stores. You have a lot of things to be thankful for. Cycling is not a necessity. We're really privileged to be able to do this. Whether we always have the time or the energy to do it, be thankful that you have it in your life. I'm going to tell you right now, I would be a hot mess if it wasn't for bikes. My whole life would be different. I'm sure yours would too. And our lives would be different if a number of things happened or didn't happen. So just take a moment to think about that. And I hope that you're able to do a workout like this and realize with intention how difficult it is, how much goes into it, how you got here to do it, or what your life would be like if you didn't do it. You didn't have it. Think about all the difficulties that you've been through and how easy you've had it in so many different ways. I'm thankful. Thankful to be able to do this in my home, with my beautiful wife, with my cat on the window. somewhere for the noise. Thankful to the velodrome for giving me the opportunity. Thankful for you all to be here. Thankful you have the ability to be here. We have about 5.5 more minutes left for this cool down. So I'll stick around for 10 minutes or so afterwards and answer questions if you have any. Let you all get a little drink of water, some recovery. I'm really, really happy and glad you were able to join me. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the workout. And if you have any feedback, I'm all ears. Full disclosure, this is the first time I've done this workout in public. Something I do on my own. This is something that's helped me get through a lot of days on the trainer. 2 years ago when I broke my sternum, I did about a 20-hour week on the trainer, and that damn near killed me. And for most of it, I couldn't put my hands on the handlebars. I was doing workouts where I do VO2, 5-minute VO2 efforts with full race sprints at the beginning and getting off after 5 minutes and grabbing a 45-pound weight, running up my stairs, out into the snow, ran around my house twice with it shouldered, came back and did another 1.5 minutes of VO2 on the trainer before cooling down. If you don't think that I wanted to blow my brains out in that basement, you are wrong. But I got through it. I had no idea if I was going to win another national championship after everything that happened. But I learned about myself. I learned that I can do really hard things. I'm an endurance athlete. And no matter what's presented to me, if I have the support of others, and I know deep down that I'm capable of doing it, it just takes doing it. It takes getting through the workouts and getting through the day and getting through the hard conversations and the letdowns, of plugging away and knowing your purpose. I'm very lucky to have a lot of the support that I've had. And through all that, I didn't back down. I didn't give up. And I know a lot of you can relate to that. Going hard on a bike is being vulnerable. Racing your bike is being vulnerable. You're vulnerable all the time. But doing the hard work and getting out and being willing to be beat and accept that reality is important in the process of becoming the person and the athlete that you want to be. I really hope the sound's been on this whole time. I just thought about that for a second. I was like, what if I just went through all of this and the sound wasn't even on?
I would have someone.
And no one said anything!
Well, like a surprise.
Yeah, so we got about 2 minutes to cool down. You're welcome to stop whenever. I'm just going to sit here for another 10 minutes and answer questions. Feel free to type them out. Feel free to shoot me any questions later, either on Instagram, on my coaching Facebook page, Stephen Hyde Coaching, on my, well, I prefer that one over the regular Facebook page, but whatever, you do you. Twitter, I'm around.
He tweets.
I tweet. I'm a tweeter. You guys like birds? I like birds. Do you want to talk about birds and birding?
He's very into it right now.
Very into it right now. May 9th?
Yeah, I think
I think
so.
it's May 9th. If there's any bird nerds out there, what's up? You got your glasses?
Oh.
Yeah, just let me know what you've been up to. Tell me how your trainer workouts have been going. How your life's been affected. I'm interested. It's I'm going through big changes. We're all going through big changes, so I'd like to hear a little bit more about yours. Got about 30 seconds left here, and you are no longer obligated to be pedaling whatsoever. But I'm proud of you for sticking it out through the cool down. Hey, intervals are important, but warm-ups are important, and cool downs are important. Cool people, cool down.
Wow.
Look at this guy. Who's got 2 thumbs and cools down?
Oh my gosh.
And done. Good job, everybody.
Potatoes out.
Absolutely, Joan. Thanks for joining in. I'm really happy you could do it. Hope it was fun. And I got your voicemail. Sorry I didn't call you back, but I called Gabe back. I owe you a call. We'll chat. And I've got I finally got Apple TV, and I've got Offer One queued up. So I'll let you know what I think about it. Maybe I'll live stream it. We can all watch it. But I got a new computer, and I got a year's free Apple TV. Gabe, I see you. Sorry, my questions weren't loading there. Yeah, one of my favorite pre-ride snacks. I don't like to eat too close to a workout, but I'm definitely not afraid of a bowl of cereal half an hour out, or a banana, some peanut butter, or something to scarf down. Maybe some toast. John Crawford, thanks for leading the workout. Yeah, you're welcome, man. I appreciate you coming. James Beck, I see you, buddy. Thank you. Thanks, Team Laser Cats. Andrea, I'm glad that's what you needed after a long day. I don't know if yeah. That's great. John Crawford, yeah. How much tire pressure do you ride on your trainer? So I'm a 205 kind of guy. I run track tubulars, pumped all the way up. I don't like the noise. I only ride high thread count tubulars on my trainer, so it's important to have good road feel. Gabe, I see your question there. Do you do workouts like this on the trainer before CX races? So I do a similar workout, actually. My warm up for a CX race is it's pretty in depth, but my warm up starts in the morning right after breakfast. I do about a 20-minute spin on the trainer, and that's when I do this kind of work. 20 minutes, super easy, super easy. I get into my body and I see where I'm at, and I reflect on what I need to do for the day. I breathe. I set up my posture for the day. And then for my warm-ups on the track, I try to be really mindful about what I'm doing, about how much time I'm spending on the track. Really maximize the efficiency of my time out there. And then on the trainer, I put headphones in, but not to distract me, but to keep people from talking to me. It's a cue to like, hey, leave me alone for a bit. Close my eyes. I get into the mood. Warm up. I really feel it, and I don't go by, I don't go by total power. I go through the zones, and I do some short VO2. I do some accelerations, but I really go by feel, and I allow myself some time to really warm up. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Willem. I miss you too, buddy. Brad, no, my butt's fine. Thank you. Probably going to dump some water on it.
Who's get your cat?
David Lloyd, what was my most memorable race? Oh, man. I mean, the one that really sticks in my mind right now is, this is Nubbin. Hi, guys. This is Nubbin. He's a little noob tail.
He doesn't have a tail.
He actually really enjoys being held. I know he looks like he's being tortured, but he's fine. He's a little guy in the window. This last Nationals was pretty memorable for me. It's not often hasn't happened in the last 3 years that I've won, that I haven't won a national championships. And it was a really big deal for me. And halfway through the race when I realized it was over, and I still dug, and I thought I still kind of had a chance. I never gave up. But this like smile came over me, and this calmness kind of came over me, and I realized that, it doesn't matter. The sun's still going to come up, and I'm still doing what I love to do, and it's the most important thing in the world to me. Yeah, thanks, Daryl. I'm glad it was a good way to break up the quarantine. I hope you're able to utilize it. Nick Patterson, I see you, buddy. Yeah, no worry. I hope you're doing well down there. I know you guys have had some pretty terrible weather down there. Florida, Mississippi, Tennessee, it's all pretty bad. Spring the panhandle, man. Ain't no fun. John, no worries. You can always rewatch it, and you can use this when you need motivation. If anybody wants to learn any more about these workouts, I'm working on a few more, getting a program built out. I'd love feedback. This is something I'm going to be offering pretty soon in a package through my coaching company, and I'd love to help you do it. This is something that's really important to me. Pedaling hard and winning races is one thing, but connecting with people and helping with your path is also really important to me. And if I can use any of my experience to help you along your path, that's time well spent for me. So please hit me on the Facebook, hit me on the Twitter, get at me. My email, Stephen Thomas Hyde. Wait, wrong one. ridelikehyde@gmail.com. Corny, I know, but a friend of mine made that hashtag ride with a Y, but in this case, it's RIDE, like Hyde at Gmail. Happy to answer any questions. If any of you are interested in a coach, I'm around. I'm mildly agreeable and sometimes charming. Okay, I'm going to go for about 30 more seconds and I'm shutting it down. This is the most work I've done in about a week. All right, thanks everybody. Thanks Valley Preferred Cycling Center for letting me do it. Bobby, I really appreciate it. Gabe, thank you. Joan, amazing. Hopefully I'll be able to get back out and do another one of these. If you guys like it, tell your friends, tell me, tell Joan, tell Gabe, tell Bobby, tell everyone at Valley Preferred. I'm happy to do another one. This is really enjoyable for me, and I feel like we got a lot out of it. And I'm glad you all got to meet Nubbin. Sorry I didn't get to meet Teeny. She's Doesn't like noise. Okay. Seacrest out.